Good evening, everybody, and welcome to RFL. I'm Richard French. Thank you so much for joining us this Monday, and it is a busy Monday. Well, we're going to begin tonight in, of all places, Rancho Mirage, California. That was the site of this past weekend's LPGA event and the first major event of the season. Now, I want you to take a look at the replay. This is of an innocuous ball marking and replacing by an American golfer, Lexi Thompson. This was Saturday towards the end of her third round. If you look really carefully where she put the coin, then where she put the ball, and then when she remarked the ball, trust me, you and me could be here all day. I can't see the violation. Well, somehow, a viewer with nothing better to do reached out to tournament officials who, even more surprisingly, agreed that an infraction had taken place and informed Miss Thompson more than halfway through her final round on Sunday afternoon that she had been penalized 4 strokes as a result. Well, as a result of that, she lost her lead. But unbelievably, she rebounded before losing in a playoff. So a couple things. No one thought this young woman was trying to cheat, and no one thinks she really advantaged herself with that quarter-inch mistake. What hopefully we can all agree on is that a very lonely, miserable person out there with way too much free time anonymously injected him or herself like the prevalent internet trolls that we see today. The goal was to cause misery, in my opinion, and as a former president once said, mission accomplished. But this editorial, I promise, is not about a golf result gone bad. After all, though misguided at times, golf rules, they are contingent when it comes to honesty and actions, not intent. Think, however, about the standards that we apply to our games versus our governance. Billy Bush, remember him? He will be a footnote in campaign history, but there was a week less than a year ago where his recorded exchange with a certain candidate at the time made him headline news.
You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the you can do anything.
Well, the cackling of Mr. Bully Bush, as a result, the man can't get a job as a backstage reporter at a VMAs, while the guy who actually made the gross remarks here, well, he's in possession now of our nuclear launch codes. Think about that. Today, as a frame of reference, Congressman Devin Nunes, you know, the Republican who's running the Congressional Intelligence Oversight Committee, kind of an important job. Even though we've now learned and confirmed Mr. Nunes lied outright when he was fed information from the very White House he was tasked to investigate. Then he gets in front of the cameras and pretends that that same White House had no idea of its very existence. Of course, his objectivity, he claims, should not be questioned. Exhibit B. Today, Michael Flynn, under investigation for the very same Russian fiasco, he's begging anybody, the House, the Senate, even the FBI, for an immunity deal after more and more revelations come to light that he not only lied through his teeth about his involvement, but also was paid handsomely by the Russians for it. His old boss, the Donald, says, hey, Mike should get that immunity deal if he can find it, even though I may hasten to add both Mr. Trump and Mr. Flynn, between chance of lock her up on that same campaign trail, said that if Hillary or anyone else took an immunity deal, it was, in their words, proof positive that they were guilty. I guess that was then, and this is now. And then I turn to my industry. The self-anointed factor, Bill O'Reilly, who proudly decries the vanishing family values in today's Americana, he has been party to more sexual harassment lawsuits than Trump has marriages. Meanwhile, the fair and balanced folks who write his checks have reportedly wrote $13 million worth of them to keep these ladies quiet because, well, that's the moral thing to do. In short, everybody, it is pretty sad when the ethical standards that we apply to a women's golf tournament are inconceivable to the very administration and the apologists that we have today.